whole lot of the time, we think about the prayers God has not answered. But we don't consider the ones who think they are not prayers, like sleeping and waking up. We think it's just a natural phenomenon. It's something natural. Everybody should just sleep and wake up. So today is the second day of August 2026. And today I want to talk about Thanksgiving. Yes, Thanksgiving or appreciation. I want to talk about this because I think it's one of the most neglected topics people talk less about. And it's of very, 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 very importance in our lives. So I woke up yesterday, being the first day of August, and I was right in the bed. I became somehow depressed. Why? Because I was now thinking about how the year has gone. A lot of expectation that has not been met. A lot of target, a lot of battles that I fought that merely I didn't get victory. So many failures, a lot of things that I expected to have done, or a lot of things that I have planned to have achieved by now that I have not achieved. And how the past few months, July, June has gone, just a whole lot of things hanging, and I feel, and then I was now pouring out all the blame to God. Reminding God of the services, dedications, and a whole lot you feel that should guarantee you, speed, or should guarantee you easy move on earth or in world or in business or wherever you look at it, So I was in that mood. I was tired, weary, dance, looking, a shadow of myself. And right there, I made up my mind I wasn't going to go nowhere. Mind you, yesterday was supposed to be a service, since it was on the first day of the month. I was supposed to be in church. While I was in that mood, my phone rang. And guess who was calling? My pastor. I looked at the phone. I didn't pick up. I didn't want to pick up because I knew what he was calling. But remember, I have decided I wasn't going to get out of this place. But I cannot pick up the phone. I hope he's not seeing this video. But I summoned courage, went into the bar, had my bar, dressed up, and then set out to go to church, still in the same mood. Got to church, barely where I was supposed to sit. I didn't sit there. I decided to sit back. Right in the church, while the activities were all going on, I was still in that depressed state, if I would say, And then just few minutes, he went up to the podium or the altar, and then among all he said in that few minutes, one thing he kept repeating was, God is never too late and can never be too late. God is never too late. God is never too late. If you think you don't have any reason to thank him, hey, remember you were alive. A lot of people slept, not sick, no problems, but they didn't wake up. Now, while he was saying that, I started having a rethink. Something began to shift in my spirit mind. I started thinking differently. Remember, before he went up there, I was in a depressed state. Because of whatever it is I was thinking and all that and all that. Now, I left that service yesterday, changed in my spirits. I left the service lighter than I was before I came. I was very heavy, And then I go home, and all yesterday, I was just thinking, a whole lot of the things we do or we neglect this part of appreciation. I'll tell you a short story. Probably some of you have. That's a movie I saw some time ago. It was between couples. It was couples, male friends and female friends, and then it seems they were having issues in their homes and all that. And they went to this counselor. And one of the times they went to the counselor, and the counselor met with one of the ladies, and the lady said, mention all the wrong things your husband has been doing. The lady had a whole mention this. Later on, the counselor asked, can you also list the good things your husband, has been doing? At that time, at the point, she started writing the good things, the husband. She somehow realized that, it seems the good thing this man has been doing are far more better than the wrong things he has been doing to me. Now, let's go back. I tell this story because, you see, a whole lot of the time, we think about the prayers God has not answered. But we don't consider the ones who think they are not prayers, like sleeping and waking up. We think it's just a natural phenomenon. It's something natural. Everybody should just sleep and wake up. But I kid you not, it is not natural to sleep and wake up. It's only by grace. It is the Holy Book said, for whom the Son of Man set free is free indeed. So, and There's that part of the scripture that said, when he watched not the city, the watchman watches in vain. So that is to say, sleeping and waking up like the way a lot of us see it as a natural thing is actually not natural. It is only by the grace of God that we sleep and we are awake. And that alone is a big testimony. That alone calls for a big testimony of thanksgiving. Now, at that point in time, I started having this rethinking and all that and all that. I realized that, hey, yes, I might not have achieved this, I might have failed this, I might not have met up to expectation, I might be in debt or this not pay this, but the fact that I'm still alive, the fact that I'm still seeing today is an evidence that whatever be the problem has a solution. It's an evidence that God is still giving me opportunity, or God is also giving himself an opportunity to prove himself, an opportunity to answer my unanswered prayers. That leads me to thanksgiving. Can we get to a point where we begin to see more of the good things about God, more of the good things God has done to us than the things he's yet to do? Let's take it out from God. Can we get to the point where we begin to learn to appreciate ourselves, appreciate people for the little things they do for us, rather than concentrating so much on the ones they have not done? Now, I need to say this. For any person you are expecting to do a particular thing for you, it's because you believe and you know that this person is capable. And how do you know he's capable? Because of his antecedent to you. That is to say, he must have done something of that nature, have done something not maybe inferior to what you're expecting. Because you know this person's track record, he has done, if not for you, for somebody else and all that. That makes you to ask and trust that he can do for you. But can we now get to the point where we start appreciating people for the little they have done before we start asking for more? Because this generation, I don't want to take this personal or get to this point. We get to a point where people's efforts are not being rewarded. The goodness of people around us, a lot of people take it for granted. A lot of people take it, is my brother, is my sister, is my husband, is my wife, or whatever. You just feel it is as a right. And it's a problem. I say a lot of these things all the time, and I say, do you know whatever anyone is doing for you that you cannot do for yourself, or you're not doing for yourself, it's a privilege. It's a privilege to have somebody in your life who can help you cross certain hurdles, who can help you cross certain red seas in your life. So why then are you seeing it as a right? And it's only when you begin to see it as a right, or you deserve it, that's the only way you will not be able to appreciate. And that's why we are not appreciating God enough for giving us life, for keeping us, because we feel he's supposed to, give us life. He's supposed to do a lot of the same road we journey all the time. A lot of people journey in that same road, they don't come back. The same house you are living now, yesterday, somebody somewhere have died in that same house, but you are still living. A lot of the exams you are writing, a lot of people have written, studied, put the same effort as you put, or put more effort that you have put, but they didn't make it out. The same contract you are seeking for, a lot of people have actually applied for the same contract, but they didn't get it. But you applied, you got it. You feel it's just normal, it's just nothing, So let us get to a point where we begin to appreciate God first. Appreciate people, appreciate ourselves, appreciate our families, appreciate our parents. No matter how little the help is, a help is a help. A help is a help, no matter how small it is. It's not easy to be in trouble, to have a situation and somebody comes to your need. It is not easy. It's not everybody that enjoys that grace. It's a grace. So until you begin, now let me say it, the only service you can give to people's help, or to people's assistance to you, or to God's assistance, or to God's help, is appreciation. In church they say thanksgiving is appreciation for more. It's pressing for more. That is to say, when you thank God for what he has done, he will do more. So I'll leave you with this for today. Let us get to the point where every little assistance we get, even before it comes, let us get to a point where we should be able to say thank you. And when we say this thank you, let us mean it. Let it come from our heart. I've been in a position where I do a whole lot of things for people, and I know it costs me, and I do it. Probably you send it over the phone. What you see is thanks. Just like that. Sometimes I will say, with the volume of what this person have done to you, are giving me a naked thanks. So if you are thanking somebody, let it truly come from your heart. If you are thanking God, let it truly come from your heart. And I know as you keep thanking the people who have done you well, they will feel good to do more. As you keep appreciating them, appreciating God, they will be empowered to do more. So take it this week. Learn to say thank you. and mean it. Don't just say thank you. Learn to say thank you this week and mean it. God bless you, and let this new month be a better month for all of us. Thank you so much.